Oh, all right. Hello and welcome. Welcome. As you can see from the thumbnail, 4 years. Has it taken that long? I don't know, but perhaps I have finally almost found the right mixture of stuff. Hopefully, it certainly feels like I might be onto something with this list. Just dropping big, heavy bombs that cost 5. Last night was absolutely fantastic, and those tweaks I made midstream certainly did the trick. So I'm looking to improve upon that. Changes to tonight, I did add a copy of Domri for some ramp, more power, a little bit of interaction, fighting, and removal. We certainly have big enough guys to fight most things that are problematic. Copy of Chandra, Torch of Defiance, the best Chandra out there. Ramping, damage, all that good stuff. I've used her a little bit in the past, a couple months ago, and she performed quite well, so certainly kind of keeping with a ramping theme. Don't want to get caught out by being maybe some planeswalker or some other non-land permanent that isn't helping me ramp and get to these bigger guys here. Then one copy of Vivian Reed as well, just more draw. Either I grab a creature, I grab a land, +1. Look at the top 4 cards of your library, grab a creature or land. So it's pretty fantastic and versatile. Oftentimes, I think it seems to usually be just the creature or maybe just the land. Then her -3, of course. Nice, destroying an artifact, enchantment, or some problematic creature with flying. It's not too many of those, but they have caused me trouble, pain, and suffering in the past, especially when the opponent takes out the Shifting Ceratops that potentially has reach. You saw Bouncer's Beatdown. I mean, it's been performing before I started here tonight. Oh, continues to perform. See how things go. I am thinking of adding something else that costs 2 or something that costs 3, just to lock in a little bit easier getting to 5 lands or whatever. If I do bring in cost reduction, something like that. Sometimes maybe Topiary Stomper is the only thing I have. Perhaps I've got 4 lands in hand. Topiary getting us to... Oh, excuse me. Oh, I got my coffee. Oh. Hey, that's all right. Hopefully you have a fantastic time. But yeah, if you miss anything or if you miss it all, of course, it'll be there whenever you get the chance, if you get the chance. But yeah, just in case, a little bit more ramping. If they get rid of the Topiary Stomp or the Cultivate, I could just simply add in some more Cultivate, and at least if I get to 3 lands, I get to 5. Sometimes Topiary Stomper might not even get us to those 5 lands if we don't draw a 5th one. Maybe we're sitting on 3, gets to a 4th, and because there is so few, 20, technically 22 with Shatterskull Smashing, Topiary still might not get us there for the big heavy hitters. So I'm thinking maybe switch, go 2 Topiary and 4 Cultivate, or possibly 3 and 3. Hard to say, but that's definitely an angle I think I'll explore. Certainly a sweeper, something to hold off the aggressive stuff. Anger of the Gods, I think, probably needs to stay in. Back to Nature, just some enchantment destruction. 5-color Yorion, Enigmatic Incarnation, anything with enchantments. Oh, that gives me a run for my money. Fires of Invention is very rough, difficult sometimes. They just go off and not a whole lot seems I can do, so it's going to give us a little bit of an edge. I would maybe like 4 copies, but probably if I play 1, it might just be over there. If I've gotten enough value from Back to Nature, we might be back to winning with that card. Of course, a copy of Ghalta, possibly up it to 2, but gotta keep space for all the other good stuff. 4 Carnage Tyrant, yes, lots of fantastic targeted removal, so that guy is absolutely staying in. I'm excited. Hopefully, maybe tonight Vivian, we get her emblem, because that'd be fantastic. I've never ulted with Vivian Reed before. Giving all our creatures indestructible certainly would probably make the opponent concede right there, but it would be nice to see once at least. All right, basically the same as last night. Let's jump right into the fantastic explosive potential. This is fine. This is fine. Even if it took me 5 years to get settled. And speaking of taking so long to get potentially settled on the list, that really is the thing. Topiary Stomper is a recent addition, so if it turns out Topiary is kind of a key player helping to facilitate the ramp nicely, I mean, it was not in the picture until a little bit ago, so perhaps that's all it took. But there's so much potential and variation. Certainly the aggressive decks can get us caught out. Not a whole lot of bodies that can help early on. Ripjaw Raptor definitely can do the trick, but this hand certainly will do the trick. Turn 1 commune, likely get us that third land there for cultivate. Although, if we draw a land, I think I'll actually grab some big heavy hitter with commune. We'll see, but that's certainly a hand I'm happy to keep for sure. 3 commune, I mean, we're off to the races here. Unfortunately going second, but hey, it's going to be an instant keep. Don't really have anything to play for 2, so we could still grab a creature. We'll see, we'll see. If I had lots of stuff to play for 2, I'd probably go Rockfall Veil first, just to lock in that second, or the first source of red for a turn 2 Marauding or Otepic. Oh, really? This is my second Merfolk matchup. I haven't played him much at all, and now I see him twice in a night. That is interesting, to say the least. Huh. Kind of unexpected. Good game, huh? I don't know that it's a good game. I guess we shall see. They didn't play anything, so Topiary Stomper. We get to 5 eventually, so let's just grab Quartzwood Crasher. I'm not sure why they said good game though. Maybe they're gonna be going a little bit slow. They're missing the land drops, perhaps. They have nothing to deal with charging monsters, or they're just hoping to get to 4 for cultivate there, or whatchamacallit. Collected company, that's it, that's it. And I should probably just check if the chat is showing up. Yeah, that's on, okay, we're all good. Probably a collected company coming down. Gotta be. That's basically the best thing that Merfolk can do, since pretty much all Merfolk are, all the good ones are 3 and less. So if you're playing that, that's what you're doing. Hopefully they don't counter it. Guess we'll find out. There's that potential. Ooh, that's very good. Bunch of lords, certainly. I'm not gonna double block to take it out. Possibly the Mountain, Topiary Stomper, get to 7 lands, but Quartzwood Crasher would also be quite nice. I do miss a little bit of that interaction. Do have 2 sources of blue for Merfolk Trickster, so I think that's going to do us in. Well, that's alright. We got something to deal with it, but I'm just going to go shifting Ceratops. They have that Voldalian Hex Catcher. So can sacrifice, well, you can sacrifice a Merfolk to make us pay an extra 1 and counter a instant or sorcery, I believe it is. So probably we're not, well, there's much less chance of getting Anger of the Gods off. Shifting Ceratops, definitely. That's probably going to be our ticket. Carnage Tyrant would be nice as well. I'll keep it. It's none of the ramping stuff, but seeing the shifting Ceratops definitely makes me feel good. And the Chandra Torch of Defiance. Take out something nasty. Right, we got to 4. I mean, potentially, if we do take this game from him, I could see bringing in Anger of the Gods to maybe surprise him in game 3. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. As long as we drop the shifting, that's going to be a pretty good deterrent. Can't do a whole lot against that. So absolutely, that's what has to happen. Bam. Attack into that. Good luck. Kind of similar to Mono Blue Spirits. They're doing nothing to it. That just absolutely grinds all their aggression to a halt. Unless they have so many creatures to go on, but they're going to get that collected company again, I would imagine. Well, yeah, it's gotta be. And hopefully no counter spell. Likely I'll do the -3 on Chandra, 4 damage, take out the Mistbinder, but we'll see what this collected company gets. Oh, the Hex Catcher. Oh, okay. Well, that wasn't nice. It didn't make a whole lot of sense. I mean, they lost the body, but having the 2 lords and not having to worry about Chandra is very good. Yeah, I like Regisaur Alpha, 2 bodies. Feels very nice. Might have to start off with shifting Ceratops again. You can't gain control of shifting, so it was, yeah, good luck. Not happening. Now, hopefully they don't have another one, but I'll just keep playing it safe. Build up the board, keep that aggression down, and hope they don't have another Galactic Company. But that Vidalian Mind Singer is, that is not good. I gotta be a little bit worried. At least we're stopping anything at the moment. Another trickster. Yikes. Actually, no, that's not another trickster. They just revealed the trickster that was already revealed, which is pretty good. A deep root is going to be problematic. More bodies, definitely like Regisaur Alpha being 2 of them. Might consider dropping Chandra or Vivian Reed next turn. Certainly do the trick if we can get her ulted. Get that emblem. What are they thinking? Flashing in the Merfolk Trickster to tap somebody and probably gonna do it. Oh, I see. Interesting. Eight, 12, 15. I think we still would be alive. Just barely. If they attack this turn. Let's see, that's 8, 11. Oh, Ghalta, my goodness. Ghalta to bring it home. Let's go. Whew. The damage. 2 for 12/12 trample. Deal with that. Good luck. We drowned those fishes. But we got the secret stuff up our sleeve. I think we got to bring the heat and hope they don't have that Vidalian Hex Catcher. Potentially Anger of the Gods could catch them out. But the one copy of the Queen, that was getting down to the wire. Scary stuff. Vivian, I think I can at least cut that. I guess Domri potentially. The extra damage is nice in the fighting. Certainly prioritizing shifting. I think if we do have to hold back, maybe Quartzwood would be better. than charging. I'll take out 3 charging. Just in case we have to stall a little bit again. Yes, I'm very excited, Isaac, to continue. Hopefully we get the win against Simic Merfolk. Oh, and there's the anger of the gods. Was a little rough, that first game, and like I mentioned, this is the second time facing them tonight. Not this same person, I think. Maybe it's the same person, but it's very interesting. Twice. Unexpected. Usually, well, I have been planning for mono black, Bouncer's beatdown and all that stuff. Yeah, maybe. It's just variance. It does happen. You get lands, you don't get lands, you get interesting matchups you're not quite used to or maybe prepared for, but shifting Ceratops absolutely does shut them down big time. I'm going to keep that Shatter Skull smashing there just in case we need some extra removal, but probably going to do Anger of the Gods as long as they haven't got anything too nasty. But I could see a Vodalian Hexcatcher. Ooh, like I said. So we can't unfortunately go Shatter Skull, well, Anger of the Gods next turn. Even if we had 4. Like I was mentioning, Anger of the Gods may be in this matchup just as good for nothing, pretty much. I mean, they would have to sacrifice somebody. It would either be the Benthic Biomancer or the Deeproot Elite. Either one would be alright. Definitely don't want to use the Shatter Skull smashing. Just the Topiary Stomper, get us to potentially 5 lands next turn. Hope they don't get Collected Company. But that might be it. Shifting very good, but they've certainly gone off. And this list is not too many blockers to start with. There's the company, and there's probably the win if they get 2 lords. Well, they got 1. It is very unfortunate that they have the Vodalian Hexcatcher there. It completely invalidates basically anything that isn't a creature. Well, that's how it goes, and yeah, nothing much to do against that. Except for Hunter's Mark. Hunter's Mark definitely is a pretty good possibility. I should consider Hunter's Mark. We can take a quick look at that. For anybody that isn't familiar, watching right now or later on, if Mono Blue Spirits is giving you trouble, or, well, Simic Merfolk, as it has been giving me a little bit of trouble, some tweaks could be made, and Hunter's Mark, potentially, could be some extra added oomph to get the job. Oh, hey, that's not it. I guess it needs an apostrophe. Yes, it does. Cheap shot? Yeah, absolutely. It is a rough matchup. But if I start to see it more, absolutely, I'm going to adapt, as I have had to adapt over the years. 4 years later, I'm still playing Dinos, and I'm still adapting. Nobody's going to win every game, but as long as you try to do something against the common stuff you're facing. Yeah, and as long as the deck has a game plan. I got a Fruit Flyer too that's bugging me. At least it's not as big as that other big one. I've always had Hunter's Mark on the radar, especially with Mono Blue Spirits. Casting it for a single green as long as we target a blue permanent. So it is kind of similar to Bouncer's Beatdown in that regard. It can't be countered, of course, so we don't have to worry about that Vodalian Hexcatcher. And the creature we target gets +1/+1. So we're much easier, well, to take something out. If we target Topiary Stomper, I mean, being a 5/5, that's probably going to take out just about anything. But the fact it can't be countered, we can just easily take out the Hex Catcher with Hunter's Mark, hopefully clear the way for maybe Anger of the Gods afterwards, something like that. And for a single green, it doesn't get a whole lot cheaper than that. But we'll see. Maybe tonight is the night of Simic Merfolk and Hunter's Mark, or cheap removal. Certainly could be on the radar. That's not how you spell it. I was going to look up Field of the Dead. For anybody that was playing in Historic, this was a rough card. Where is it? Man, it's taken forever to scroll and find this thing. Nope. Somewhere around here. I swear. There it is. Field of the Dead. I was thinking, yeah. Hunter's Mark. Beatdown. I'd almost be happy to just jam all the Hunter's Mark. But watch me take out all Bouncer's Beatdown, bring in Hunter's Mark, and then I only face black sometimes. I mean, that's how it goes. But like I was mentioning, going back a long time ago, before Field of the Dead was banned in Historic, that was rough for a lot of people. Nexus, Field of the Dead, the deck was called. So Nexus of Fate, just taking extra turns. You would shuffle Nexus of Fate into your library. They dig for another copy of Nexus of Fate, continue to take in turns playing lands, getting zombies. It was a very sad, painful sight to see. But I adapted. I started to bring in Rampaging Ferocidon, which, well, it's not in the list, but whenever a creature enters the battlefield, you take 1 damage. So all those zombie tokens that were made by Field of the Dead, just kept pinging them. Instant speed, sweepers, flame sweep, 2 damage to each creature. Helped to clear out all those zombies and oftentimes made the path clear. So fantastic top meta deck. We adapted. We brought in what we needed. But I'll jump into the next match. We'll see what it is. This next one's also Merfolk. Okay, we're going to take another look at Hunter's Mark. Hey, that's okay. I mean, it was a fantastic deck. It was a fantastic deck, gotta say. Kyros, I've faced this person before last night as well, I think. Yeah, I'm certain I did. Flying Sharks and Infinite Turns, you gotta love it. That is a pretty fantastic combination right there. I always love trying to figure out how best to take down some of the rough decks that are giving everybody else trouble. I'll reveal the Quartzwood. Make them not tremble in their boots a little bit by revealing that Carnage Tyrant there. Certainly we're off to the races. Eventually getting to 5. It's going to be a little rough though. See if Camille maybe grabs us a land other than Shatterskull Smashing or Shatterskull Pass. Bant with the Fairy. Oh yeah, absolutely. Nah, I'm gonna auto pay. I feel like it. I almost feel like a crazy person getting the Carnage Tyrant, but I'll play it safe and get that land. Absolutely. You think a deck with lots of creatures maybe oftentimes wouldn't have the potential for sweepers, Anger of the Gods, maybe even more powerful stuff, but sometimes it can do the trick. I'm just dropping the bomb. They're completely tapped out, so that makes sense. Hasty attacking with the token certainly is lovely stuff. But yes, that is a strength of at least how I like to play Dinos. Azorius Spirits, very interesting. Huh. Well. can safely play Quartzwood since they're tapped out, so we're just going to slam them. Bam. Slam them. Make a 9-9. Whew. That's pretty sweet. Okay, that was even more than Ghalta leveled. Ooh, ouch. Pain and suffering. Got him. But, I mean, we saw what it is. I jinxed myself. I talked too much about spirits. This isn't mono blue, but it is, well, spirits are pretty heavily blue based, and merfolk. Maybe tonight is the trend of blue stuff. Shifting Ceratops 100%. In cases like this where maybe Ripjaw probably isn't doing a whole lot, hey, you made it back, good stuff. It's hit or miss. Lost to Simic Merfolk. Pretty tough stuff there. Usually pretty tough. If I don't go fast enough, they got lots of bodies. Fantastic aggression potential from Simic Merfolk with the Collected Company, getting multiple nasty things, and they have the sweet spot of lords now just to power up everybody else, where perhaps, it would be nice maybe if Dinos got one, but that would never stop me playing them. But like I mentioned, switch shifting with Ripjaw in this scenario. Usually I've done that. I could see maybe Anger of the Gods. We might be able to get it off. They don't have something like Vodalian Hexcatcher, so perhaps as long as they're tapped out, but they do have the Mausoleum Wanderer. You always, basically the deck from last night, Heaven. But you do always got to keep in mind the Mausoleum Wanderer potentially sacrificing itself to counter an instant or sorcery. I think I'll leave Anger of the Gods out just due to the fact of Mausoleum Wanderer. But yeah, it's pretty much exactly the same as last night. Just bringing in some of those Planeswalkers, Vivian Reed, Chandra, whatchamacallit, and Domri. And I'm loving everything so far. Alright, try for the Commune. Spectral Sailor, oh boy. Regisaur it is. Don't need any more lands, I would imagine. Topiary Stomper getting us that 5th land. 5 lands on turn 4, always very nice breakpoint, but oh, the Shifting Ceratops. That might be what I go on turn 4 instead of Regisaur Alpha. We'll see how tapped out they are, but Shifting Ceratops absolutely is one of the best deterrents. Hope they don't counter it. Oh, cross the fingers. Yes, okay. Shifting Ceratops next turn. We're left with 1 mana, so we would have the potential to give it reach. Yeah, absolutely. They should have both versions of it. It makes sense. People want to see and remember a Janny when he was different, for sure. Ooh, they might have enough aggression just to simply do it that way alone. I think they know it can get reach. Maybe they don't. We'll see. Oh. Well, that's not getting through. Surprise. Or basically dead anyways. Let me see though. Let's hold on a second. Not quite Vivian Reed for 5. Destroy one of the rattle chains. Very nice. I hope. Still be left with 1. Did I play a land this turn? Yes, I think I played it. Hey, Ben, how's it going? Anti-mono blue tech. Yes. I'm doing well. Hopefully I continue to do well, but at the very least, we live for 1 more turn. They'll probably play at least 1 creature. If they play a lord, we are dead to the Spectral Sailor, unfortunately. Ooh, Watcher of the Spheres. That was interesting. They're probably never attacking just because shifting can get reach. Okay. Gonna need really another shifting Ceratops next turn to continue to buy us time here. But Vivian will dig for that shifting. Down to one. This is craziness. Madness. Shifting. Shifting. That's not shifting. Nah, can't do it, unfortunately. That's alright. But shifting definitely did the trick. Actually, now that I think about it, I kind of like Anger of the Gods. No. I'm gonna listen to my gut and I'm gonna keep it out. Keep the same. One copy of Ghalta. Usually I can't leave home without one copy of the Queen. It's a very sad night whenever I don't have it in. I definitely feel the loss of its presence. I do like 2 copies though, but at least one. Always got to be at least one. Like the looks of this enough. We got Thunderherd Migration, eventually getting to 5 for these guys, which hopefully is going to do the trick. Oh, yep, the best around. No one's ever going to get us down. Oh. Turn 3 shifting. Lights out. Any hope they have. Play that Watcher and watch your chances just disappear. Oh, you gotta love Thunderherd Migration. Again, not a lot of people using it just because, well, they're not using maybe enough dinos to consistently be able to play it on turn 2. I'm kind of tempted. I'm just going to slap that Shatter Skull Smashing down. I'm going to hold off on the shifting. Just continually threaten the reach of it and stop probably a lot of aggression that they have. I don't have rampaging, no. I feel the loss of its presence, absolutely. So it's the Azorius Spirit Flyers. Interesting. Well, I don't think they'll attack with a whole lot, but this is getting rough. Rampaging, well, certainly would have helped. I wonder who they're going to attack with, if anybody. Nobody. All right, shifting alone is scary enough. Slam that Carnage. We still have one left over. Plummet. Oh, I think you might have mentioned Plummet before. I've always wondered about that. I'll just attack with the Topiary Stomper. Can't block with it anyways, so might as well if they want to trade with it. Certainly I would be happy. Keep swinging with Topiary, keep threatening with shifting. It should be good, but I've always wondered about that Plummet. Very cheap. Could do the trick. I think I might prefer Hunter's Mark over Plummet. It's hard to say though. Oh, it's lovely to stop flares. If I'm missing the shifting Ceratops, I mean, you gotta keep in mind, commune with dinosaurs, digging a little bit deeper. Vivian Reed, of course, also digging. Really does increase the chance of seeing someone key like shifting Ceratops. I don't know why they did that. Doesn't whole lot of sense. Huh. Just preparing, making somebody bigger, I guess. But good old Regisaur. I like it. Oh, slap the staggering insight on the eagle so that it could potentially block the Topiary Stomper there. I expected a Geistlight snare, but they don't know about the pain of Quartzwood Crasher potentially coming down. I'm going to attack with the Carnage Tyrant. I'd happily take out the Imperial... Ooh, Watcher and this. Okay, that's fine by me. Ooh, 2 decent bodies. I think that's a good enough deal. We got big hitters still in hand. They're doing nothing. Curious Obsession. Oh, they're making a big eagle. Hey, you gotta go. That's alright. Fantastic having you join me for as long as possible, and definitely check out the chapters if you're watching this later on. Now it does survive this, so I mean, I guess it makes sense that they would attack and gain some life. Pretty good. Return themselves back to 20, unfortunately. Oh, another, yep. Gee, I wonder what I want to play. We got 2 sources of green. Good stuff. Good luck. It is absolutely not common. Yeah, I did forget about that they don't gain life. I should have known myself. I mean, I use Shifting Ceratops basically in every list. But not gaining life, not being able to target, not being able to block the thing that has the protection. Yeah. Shifting is maybe one of the most important things that gives us an edge against decks we normally wouldn't. Yes. Well, they learned their lesson, that's for sure. Well, there we go. I just think we might have them here. Oh, and the Carnage Tyrant. Alright, I like it. That's gotta do the trick. Now I'll attack with 1 Shifting Ceratops because I can only give 1 Shifting Reach anyways, so might as well. If we can land Shifting Ceratops, you always got to be worried about Ether Gust, dealing with Shifting Ceratops while it's on the stack. Maybe some fringe things, but for the most part, it's difficult. Oh, the Queen as well. Well. I think I know what we have to do. Actually, definitely use as many sources of red for Quartzwood. Maybe not. Quartzwood, I like it. Ghalta, I like it. Maximum damage. Ouch. Oof. So we should get a little bit of a token from the trample damage on Carnage Tyrant there. Although it would still be lethal. 4 or 5, yeah. They have to block with more things. Well, they do gain some life. I forgot. To 1. 11. Oh, I don't, not quite. We'll see. 4, nope. That's not gonna do it. Man, look, oh. Whew. It usually does happen, but again, I got fairly caught out against that Simic Merfolk. I keep saying, if we face it once more tonight, I'm gonna have to bring in some of that tech. Which Fry actually could be something to consider as well. I've always had my eye on Fry. I'll bring it up for you guys. For anybody that doesn't know the fantastic Fry, it has done the trick. I haven't used it a whole lot in the past, but 1 in red instant speed. This spell can't be countered. That's the key thing I'm looking for. Deal 5 damage to target creature or planeswalker. That's white or blue. The chicken legs. That's what I'm just going to call it. The chicken leg spell. Yeah. Does take out Teferi, Wandering Emperor, all that stuff, so it would help quite a bit against Azorius control, but still, I kind of like Hunter's Mark as well. Since I do have a lot of creatures, maybe we're able to more easily take out something even bigger. If, say, we target Shifting Ceratops already at 5 power, Hunter's Mark adding +1/+1 would allow us to take out a creature or planeswalker that was at 6 toughness. So do a little bit more compared to Fry. But if they keep all our creatures down, we can't play Hunter's Mark anyways. Fry, we can just simply fry them up, whether we have a creature or not. But we'll see. Fry, Hunter's Mark, something there. Something there. There are a couple other spells that can't be countered. Some new stuff, I think, from Streets of New Capenna, actually. Depending and looking for a certain color, being able to cast it for a little bit less. Like Bouncer's Beatdown. There's a whole cycle in that set. It's kind of risky. Depending if they have a bunch of creatures, Domri might not be safe. It could be worse. Could be better, but it could be worse. That's not exactly what I wanted to play. Have the Stomping Ground come into play. Tapped. Oof. Ripjaw. Okay. White. Blue. Azorius. Oh boy. Question is, do they have a sensor? Do they not? Well, we gotta try. Oh, okay. He's down. He's down. That's not what I expected. Phew. Treacherous. Oh, all right. Man. I saw they had 2 mana up. 1 white, 1 blue. And you just automatically assume the worst against that. But Esper colors, black, blue, and white. This might be rough. Especially if it's something Esper Greasefang. But, you know, I can safely go a Quartzwood, so that's what I'm gonna go. 5 for a 7/6 trample. That makes other things. Hopefully they can't deal with it, because that right there is going to be rough. Especially if we can drop the other one. Oh boy, oh no, I know what I'm doing. Play it safe, especially due to seeing the colors that they got going on. I gotta play it safe with the Carnage Tyrant. Try to do something with Quartzwood. Always satisfying, is always scary, and hope they don't have a sweeper, but I think that could be the case. I think they'll probably dig for a sweeper, I feel. Oh! Oh! Wow. Alright. Huh. That was welcome. But I mean, they do have some little creatures, the tokens and whatnot, that are made by Omen of the Sun. It looks to be maybe something Yorion related. Lots of enchantments. I don't know, they might not be using Yorion as the companion. They want to keep consistency, so they drop it down to 60 and still have maybe 3 copies of Yorion in the list. Maybe this person doesn't like going up to 80 just to meet the requirement of Yorion. I believe you have to have at least 80 to use it as a companion. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I would expect still Yorion maybe in the main. Just normal. But we see enchantments. Probably more different enchantments, painful enchantments. Back to Nature is going to give us a good chance here. Going to be very nice to hopefully surprise them with that. Hoping to face at least one enchantment-based deck tonight. I don't know if they have a whole lot of counter spells. Likely they have some sacrifices, enchantments. I don't know. It's a lot of basic lanes, which definitely makes me interested. It's going to be good. Yeah, shifting Ceratops, just in case they got some of those counterspell things. Cut 3, charging Monstrosaur. Charging and shifting kind of, in a way, are similar. Shifting Ceratops could come down for 5 with haste, similar to charging Monstrosaur coming down for 5 with haste. Of course, charging also has trample, has 1 more toughness, but top deck wise, I mean, if you're just looking for something hasty to get damage through, you know, against a deck like this, which potentially has counter spells, blue-based things, I think it's probably right to switch charging with shifting, something like that. I want to keep Regisaur Alpha and Quartzwood also. Well, I was going to bring in Back to Nature, but I guess I ran out of time. Hopefully we can still take him down. Been a little while since I've done that. I was having such a good time chatting with you guys. Topiary Stomper. Well, we got enough lands. The deck didn't change. I unfortunately didn't lock it in, but that's alright. I'm always having a good time. Sometimes I still get it done, and I always have fun. Alright. At least we have Shadow Skull Smashing if they play any sort of creature. Charging Monstrosaur. Man, seeing all these lands here, you'd think I'm using like 24, 25, 26. Try for it. See what answer is drawn out for Ripjaw here, and then I figured, unfortunately, shifting Ceratops. I mean, that would have been a shifting Ceratops because I switched Ripjaw and shifting, so in that instance, we would have gotten it down. I'll try for the Quartzwood, though. I'd rather deal with Quartzwood instead of charging, but again, they probably have... Well, okay. At the very least, this does highlight those two instances. Shifting would have been safe. Void... there's the Yorion. Like I was thinking, this person does not like 80 cards. But they like abusing enter the battlefield effects of enchantments. Things get out of control quick. Alright, question is, Quartzwood, charging. Try for Quartzwood, just because they're tapped out. I could also go charging next turn and be attacking with both of them, maybe making something absolutely massive, but Doom Foretold is going to foretell our doom, and I really wish I had Back to Nature and Shifting Ceratops, okay. I was a little bit worried about Doom Foretold. Pretty much, we gotta play nothing. We gotta make them sacrifice it if we don't have any way to deal with it. So that's what we're gonna do. Pay the one, pretend like we don't have any dinosaur in hand. I'll keep the Shatter Skull smashing just in case. I want to take out that Yorion. Actually, I'm just going to discard it now that I think about it. Hope they don't have anything too nasty to deal with charging. Actually, I'm just going to go that just because it's the safest thing. I could make us sacrifice it or play another Doom Foretold, and that would likely, absolutely spell our doom. Not too bad. Down to 6 though is kind of rough. Definitely missing that shifting. Shatter the Sky, well, at least we drew something. Unfortunate that we lost Carnage Tyrant, but having a bunch of copies actually, I'm kind of thinking Topiary plus Quartzwood. How much do I have? 3, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, use up all available mana. We'll be able to attack with this one, Topiary next turn. The Quartzwood plus the charging Monstersaur. We could drop possibly Topiary plus charging, and that would be nasty unless they have a sweeper, another one. It is game 2, so they probably brought in all the sweepers that they have. Well, that's not good. Lose all abilities, have base power and toughness 1/1. Huh. Okay. Well, I'm just going to, I guess, not even bother almost. We'll start chipping away and, oy vey. Yeah, that's going to do it. I'll show you guys Overwhelming Splendor. It's not super common, but it does the trick. Yeah, I'm thinking something like that. Definitely. But for 6 and 2 white, so 8 in total, enchant player. Creatures enchanted player controls lose all abilities and have base power 1/1. Can't activate abilities that aren't mana abilities or loyalty abilities. So that pretty much just shuts us down. But definitely cut the Ripjaw to Quartzwood. I think all the back to, I'll bring in all the back to nature. One more spot though. Bouncer's Beatdown I could see. Possibly. Yeah, don't really want anything else. It's about as good as it's going to get for what's in the sideboard now. Not the worst. Not the worst. It would be nice to remove it for sure. I think I'll keep it. Cultivate, getting us to 5 lands on turn 4. Hasty. Good stuff. They mulliganed once. I'm excited about our chances. Snow back to nature. I mean, we only have 3 copies, but it's always nice to see that fantastic silver bullet hate. And I don't think it's necessarily a big silver bullet. If we have 3 copies, it's not like we have 1 and we're just crossing our fingers, praying that we get it. Oh, I was worried they might have a counterspell, but luckily not the case. If we can go Chandra next turn, actually, that would also be pretty good. I'll probably just slam Regisaur Alpha though. Double Regisaur. That's a conundrum, a quandary. See what they got up their sleeve. I thought they had something. Well, it's one less mystical dispute. 2 in a blue. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 3. Well, we did not have 3. Actually, I'll try for Chandra. See what that go. Nothing. Okay, well. We're going to ramp. We're going to make stuff happen. I hope. Hey, that's alright. Plenty of lands. We got rid of 2 counter spells, so hopefully more safely going Charging or Regisaur, but hoping for that Shifting Ceratops, absolutely. Hopefully they don't take her out, but they probably want to, because that could... That's okay. They're somewhat tapped out now, which is quite nice. Yeah, I'm just going to go Regisaur. Oh, yep, good stuff. At least we know they don't have another Essence Scatter. They did have enough for it, so it's good to mostly confirm that. Wonder what they're gonna guess. Maybe it's Quartzwood Crasher. Oh, look at that. Completely removed it. This is going in a highlight reel if I make a highlight reel, because oh my goodness, there were no Quartzwood in the list whatsoever. That was sweet. There's the shifting. I like it. But again, use up all available mana. Let's go Charging, I hope. Bam. They see the shifting. They see the Charging. And if they sweep, they still die. Lights out. Scary stuff. I would think. They don't have 2 sources of white, so there's no Shatter the Sky, which is quite nice. Seems they have a whole lot of basic lands, so that might be messing them up. Oh, there we go. Back in business. All right. Got him. Yeah, I think definitely cutting that Quartzwood was nice. Maybe trimming a little bit. Quartzwood, something else, making room for a different dino, but I like this theme of big, heavy hitters at 5. Does the trick if we land them. Not a whole lot anybody can do. Very nice taking out a Esper, Yorion, Doom Foretold deck. Oftentimes that has been very problematic, especially if, you know, Carnage Tyrant is our only creature. If we play it, it gets sacrificed when it comes back around to our turn. If we don't play it, they just, well, they keep swinging, hitting us. It's pretty rough. Doom Foretold definitely has spelled my doom many, many times before. And I didn't have Back to Nature back then. It was not a pretty sight. Oh, I'm keeping it. Bam, Shatter Skull smashing. Like I was saying, in a pinch, you know, you get to that second land for Thunderherd, getting to 3 for Topiary, hopefully getting to 5 for Regisaur. Charging is just a fantastic, beautiful loop right there. Smooth. Perfection. Satisfying. Hopefully they don't have a Thoughtseize. But it's very interesting facing another Yorion. Weird decks tonight. I mean, at the very least, having another Topiary Stomper does get us to 5. eventually, if we don't draw land next turn. Huh. Should almost... Oh. Ooh, 5 color elementals, maybe. Oh boy. That's Regisaur. Yeah. Let's just start bringing the pain and suffering. Maximum aggression, I think. I would imagine there's not a whole lot of sweepers seeing the Risen Reef there. Omnath says, not too bad. We get another land, it's definitely the second Topiary, getting us to 7 lands. Being able to attack with bold, yep. Let's see. Yeah, Stomping Ground tapped, we wouldn't be able to play anything else. Bam. Whew, look at that. Hopefully that's going to do the trick, but they can pop off quite nastily with Omnath. Evolving Wilds might actually be their ticket. They're going to do a lot of nasty stuff this turn, unfortunately. Hopefully it's not too much nasty stuff. Ooh. Golos, okay, 5 color Golos. That is pretty scary stuff, actually. I just hope we have enough aggression. Certainly have some good heavy hitters coming down next turn. They're going to have to block with a lot of stuff to save themselves. Oh, another Topiary. Okay. We can go Topiary plus Ripjaw, of course. Having 2 bodies, total of 8 power there. Carnage Tyrant is trample damage though, which is also very nice. No, I'm going to spread it out. Topiary plus Ripjaw. Anybody blocks Ripjaw, we get some card draw, hopefully. But they're going to have to block at least a few things here. They'd have to double block everything to, or if they want to kill something. They got up their sleeve. Oh, they gained 4 life. Unfortunately. Almost got him. 1. Oh my goodness. We might be dead though, due to Golos' Tireless Pilgrim tapping for his ability. Not going to be a pretty sight this turn. Escape to the Wilds is, that's rough. Not too bad. Kenrith is going to be a little difficult though. At the very least we still have the Topiary Stompers to block stuff. March of Otherworldly Light likely is going to take out somebody, I would think. Certainly play it safe and get the Carnage Tyrant instead of charging Monster Sword there. do a bunch of nasty stuff this turn. That Kenrith, though, I don't like it. Ouch. Yeah, I don't think we're busting through this. They're just going to gain tons of life, exile, memory deluge, that sort of stuff. Nah. I don't think I can punch through anymore. That's right. That's right. We'll get them. We'll get them. We know what they're all about. Shifting Ceratops potentially could be pretty good. Anger of the Gods. They got a lot of big stuff, and well, it's not going to do the trick. Actually, it would be nice taking out Lotus Cobras and the Risen Reeves. Very close. Very close. They got the gas, certainly with Kenrith. Gaining maybe 10 life a turn, possibly 15 if they would have enough mana for it. Yeah, yikes. They don't really have anything black, not Lair. I'm not using Lair. I couldn't quite fit it in. I wanted tons of basic lands just because of Topiary Stomper, Cultivate, and Thunderherd Migration. And then anything other than a basic land, I wanted to make sure it was a dual land just to keep consistency good. So the 2 Rockfall Vale, 4 Rootbound Crag, and 4 Stomping Ground. Didn't quite feel that I could jam in Lair of the Hydra, but, you know, maybe it could be a good consideration. Possibly switch Vivian Reed for Lair of the Hydra, potentially. But yeah, pretty much. So many things. Often I've only had 2 things that care about searching for basic lands, and definitely adding the 3rd one. This is fine. This is fine. I'm going to switch Ripjaw with shifting. All right. Took him down to 1. Let's take him down to 0. Be the hero. No hero. Okay, well, I'll work with that. 3 lands, Thunderherd Migration, getting us to 4. Pretty good chance getting to 5 by turn 4. 3 chances to draw that 5th land. Makes sense to me. Oh, there we go. We're in business here. I'll just reveal an alpha. Probably not a big difference revealing Quartzwood Crasher or the Regisaur Alpha there, but start to make him scared. I am often scared of the Lotus Cobra. Hopefully they don't have the fabled passage. Nuts. Where there's a Lotus Cobra, there's a fabled passage to get some nasty stuff. Maybe I should have brought in that sweeper. Anger of the Gods would certainly have been pretty sweet back there. Or, well, this turn. Might have slowed him down enough, but still might not. Ooh, triple Regisaur Alpha, my goodness. I like it. If this isn't enough aggression, I don't know what will be. That was just a bunch more lands. That's certainly what they want. And their lands tap for anything, which is actually quite problematic. Going to be problematic for casualties of war. There is some more dinos that create a token, similar to Regisaur Alpha. Crested Herd Collar also costs the same, but it is 3 and 2 green for a 3/3 trample. That makes a 3/3 trample token. So it's 1 less power in total, 6 versus the total power of 7 from Regisaur. I've always wondered about Crested Herd Color. 2 bodies, pretty nice. Spurting Dino guy as well, yeah. I forget what it's called. I've never actually used it, but Crested Herd Collar is potentially something nice for the fact that it's a couple bodies. 2 bodies. And then Domri Anarch of Bolus or anything else that increases power with all creatures. Get a little bit more value. Spread it out. More power. More wins. Ooh, that's not good. But well, we have lots more. Oh, you want to be aggressive? Well. We're going to continue the aggressiveness. Just keep slamming guys and bing, bang, boom. Casualties of War certainly I think is going to take out Regisaur Alpha this turn. Probably all but guaranteed. Parallel lives would be nice. I do wish eventually to use parallel lives. I don't think it's legal in Pioneer. I'm pretty sure it's not legal in Pioneer, but it's always been interesting. Or is that the white one? I think it's the white one that makes tokens. Yeah, ooh. I know there's a white one that makes duplicates, double tokens. Oh, all 4 Regisaurs. The opponent is going to be sore. Polyraptor, yes. Man, that thing is always tempting. I could go Nah, I'm just going to go the 3rd Regisaur. Grazer has to block to live. I like it. Hopefully they don't get another Casualties of War for Regisaur Alpha there. Hopefully we're still alive somehow and some way. But they could be sneaky. Speedy Rabbit went to sleep. Doo-doo-doo. Okay, done. Smoked him. Got him. I think. Yeah, that should do it. Whew, all right. It was pretty rough taking him down to 1 there, but got her done. Kind of rethinking that Anger of the Gods. We see Risen Reef, Lotus Cobra, and Arboreal Grazer. Not a whole lot else that Anger of the Gods is going to hit, but certainly Anger of the Gods can be very nice. One after another. That was similar to that night a little bit ago, a couple weeks ago, where I got like all 4 Carnage Tyrants back to back to back, one after another. I forget if I won that particular game, but that was pretty sweet to see all copies in my hand on the battlefield. Ooh, a thing of beauty. But yes, Marauding plus Polyraptor Infinite. As long as you can turn off that combo, of course, having a way to maybe sacrifice Marauding Raptor is very nice. Yes. It is very interesting. Ah, man. Now you got me thinking about Polyraptor again. I'm not sure if it's a trap or not. Maybe it's more fun than super serious, but my oh my. The potential of Polyraptor, oh boy. Now I gotta be tweaking a list that involves that. There's too much fun stuff to do with dinos. Like I say, even with one deck, a lot of good times to have. Maybe not with other decks where they're more narrowly focused in maybe 2 colors, possibly 3. We can do all kinds of combinations. Pretty much every color. Not really mono black or mono blue. yet. But with Lost Caverns of Ixalan, I think that's a pretty good chance. In this hand, I mean, Commune, getting us to that third land for Topiaries, and we just go from there. I hope. Basically the best kind of hand I could want. Gilded Goose. That was a little unexpected. I'm really wishing I brought in Anger of the Gods. I would like some fried goose. It's pretty tasty. Shield. I haven't faced Shield Maiden off stream. The Rakdos rival, Rakdos Sacrifice rival, absolutely. Haven't yet, but it'll happen eventually, sometime. I'm thinking maybe Quartzwood. We'll see how much they have untapped, but they've certainly got a lot of good ramping done. Hey William, how's it going? How's it going? Hopefully you're doing well. Yes, thank you very much. Gonna need it. Simic Merfolk has been giving me trouble. Luckily I haven't faced it again yet. Kinda tempted to go that other Topiary now. I'll go with the Quartzwood. They're all tapped out, they can't do anything to it. Well, they're gonna kill the Quartzwood, I guess, with the casualties of war, unfortunately. So perhaps the Topiary would have been better in this case. Oh man, I'm salivating for that Anger of the Gods. That would have really slowed him down. But, you know, hard to say. They could have dropped an early Omnath and other bigger things, and maybe Anger of the Gods just wouldn't have done the trick. But Casualties of War certainly does the trick. At least we still have that 5th land in hand for, well, maybe charging next turn. Yeah, I think charging next turn. Although I'm kind of tempted to go the 2nd Topiary and then eventually get to 7. And hope they don't have another... I didn't check that one out, no. I should check it out at some point. Maybe post a link in the chat or something. I'd be very interested to see what it's all about. Charging Monstersaur, ooh. You know what, I want to take out Sorin if at all possible. They have to block to save him. I like stopping them drawing cards. Certainly somebody's blocking, that's for sure. Gross Primal, not too bad. Vraska maybe taking out Topiary Stomper. It wouldn't be a total loss. They don't have too much crazy stuff going on right now, which is very nice to see. Oh man, that Anger. Especially nice, since there is no creatures in the list that Anger of the Gods takes out. No Marauding Raptor, Otepic Huntmaster, anything like that, so we can always safely go Anger of the Gods. It is a very nice point to keep in mind. It was a fast Dino attack. Oh, didn't appear to me, huh? That's odd. Huh, interesting. Sometimes it's a little bit glitchy like that. Another charging. I do like another charging. Let's do it. Let's keep up that aggression. They're going to have to completely combine blocking wise and stuff. Okay. Flame Blessed Bolt. I do like seeing that. Very nice with the exile stuff. Lots of stuff would probably block to save Soren. I'm not worried about Vraska. I don't like them drawing extra stuff with Soren though. Okay. I like seeing the Graph Digger's Cage facing the Simic Merfolk with Collected Company. Very nice to turn that stuff off, but the Kenrith is not good. Maybe could have been better just hitting him in the face. Nuts. Kenrith did me in the previous game, and I think it might do it this one as well. They feel pretty safe, giving everybody haste, it seems. Ouch. But can we do anything? No, we cannot. Well, that's alright. I know. I've used Arnie Slays the Troll a little bit. Not a whole lot, but yeah. I like it. In a pinch, of course, it can be used as a ramp. Its second ability, temporarily adding red, of course, could help me get maybe to that third mana for Topiary Stomper, and I like it. It's been pretty good. Hit and miss, I think it's more of a sideboard card, of course, for the fighting aspect. But again, the ramp in a pinch is... Oh, and just talking about other stuff, that made me remember of one thing I want to look at to add in. You guys maybe have tried it, but going back to the original Kamigawa, which I basically started in over a decade and a half ago, there was a card called Jugan, the Rising Star. So it's pretty nice to see something that features him, or at least as a callback. But sometimes we have tons of extra mana, or at least I have a couple extra. Remnant of the Rising Star, sinking any extra mana we have into that creature, and then they just come down bigger and better than ever before. And not having Marauding Raptor, we don't have to worry about marauding, killing the green monk that's made with the first lore counter, and then also Remnant of the Rising Star. When it enters, Marauding Raptor would also kill that. Fable, well, I guess it kind of. It's the whole cycle of the callbacks to original Kamigawa legendary creatures, Jugan the Rising Star with Remnant of the Rising Star, Kiki-Jiki or Reflection of Kiki-Jiki, going back to Kiki-Jiki Mirror Breaker, which is completely broken and, well, it was busted, led to some pretty nasty things, pretty fun things. Something had to be good from that Kamigawa block. For the most part, it was completely underpowered, but there was a couple gems. A few gems. But I think maybe something tomorrow, possibly working in Remnant of the Rising Star. You get a creature, you get ramp, you make things bigger with the second lore counter on there, putting counters, and just go to town after that. I'm liking it. As long as we control 5 or more modified creatures, Remnant becomes a 7/7 flying trample. I do remember blocks. I love blocks. 3 sets in this economy. That third set would just not sell at all. Usually the third set and the 3 set blocks was pretty small. Maybe by that point people were tired of that particular plane or setting, and oftentimes that third set, yeah, it was a little bit more of a dud. I do like at least, 2 sets back to back, the same setting. They get to develop the story. We get lots of dinos, of course, having Ixalan and Rivals of Ixalan certainly was very nice, but definitely I got to keep Remnant in mind. Just that I'm not using Marauding Raptor now. I like it. Multiple copies of Remnant. It's not a legendary creature, so that could be good. Some way to ramp. Of course, the monk token that it makes, when you first get it down, likely that's going to die to lots of stuff. But if it doesn't die, or even if it does eventually, when we flip with Remnant, oh boy, popping off. By the time Remnant flips, I would hope we have a little bit of extra mana that whatever we play that turn. Also, we could sink that couple mana, make it bigger. A 7/7 charging Monstrosaur would be pretty lovely stuff, I think. The stained glass sleeves, yes. I've been wondering about that. Very intriguing. Facing Wizard, though. That hand's not going to cut it, but this hand will. Now I'll send the mountain to the bottom. I feel pretty safe still having the 3 lands plus Thunderherd and Topiary. Mostly, hopefully guarantees we get to, well, that right there should get us to 5 lands. They won't be able to counter anything, so. It is mono red, and mono red means, or mono dead. Oh, ooh, this is a strange turn of events. Wow, I did not expect this. Mono red hasn't really played much in the first 2 turns. You don't see that very often. Wow, I'll take it. Yes, please. It does seem manageable, yes. As long as you have maybe something a little bit early just to bring the pain. That Bone Crusher Giant being 4 toughness, though. It's still not too bad. Definitely get that Topiary. Certainly want to be blocking with it whenever we do get to 7 lands. Anger should help clear things out, but I don't know, we'll see. I hope it costs them. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter now. Hey, that's how it goes. Not much you can do about that. A little bit too slow, so hopefully Anger of the Gods is going to do it. Tuku Manos is Mano. We lose. But Ripjaw staying in 100%. Hopefully they don't have Soulscar Mage. Turning non-combat damage into 1/1 counters is always rough. It doesn't trigger Enrage, makes everybody weaker. I'm gonna cross my fingers we don't see that guy. I could see maybe cutting real Quartzwood, big trampoline. I'm thinking charging Monstrosaur, actually. We might be taking a bunch of damage. We might not want to be attacking with charging Monstrosaur anyways. We might want to hold it back and deter aggression, so might as well do Quartzwood instead of charging. It was between those two I was thinking of cutting stuff. Well, we got Commune, Cultivate. We get to 5 lands. There you go. Not much more to say. I jinxed myself saying Soulscar Mage. Yeah, I'll probably just go Cultivate. Especially seeing that thing. It scares me. Certainly have to grab a second source of red for Chandra, Anger of the Gods, or anything like that. Hopefully Anger at some point, but Chandra might just take out somebody nasty. Probably that Soulscar Mage. Maybe. Yeah, maybe the Soulscar Mage. Oh, no, Anger. Ooh, okay, we got options. Nah. I know what I want to do. Domri, use his ability to ramp, get that second source of red still. Domri, nuts. I was so excited I misclicked. Shoot. Historic just has a whole wide range of sometimes wacky things, and well, I mean, we're not quite dead yet. Ooh boy. That was rough. Can we go a combination of stuff? Definitely it should be Regisaur. Domri to fight somebody. Certainly. I'm not attacking. I don't want to leave myself too open, but I could have enough burn just to finish us off. Yeah, it's a wide range of stuff. Explore eventually is becoming that the Pioneer format. Huh. Hopefully we're not dead. But this deck can always be surprising. I would like to gain a little bit of life eventually. 4, 5, 6. I can still ramp with Chandra and play Carnage Tyrant. Yeah, it seems to be the case on that rate of how they're doing stuff. Well, we'll see if they have a burn spell. If they do, we were dead anyways. That's about how it goes. Lightning strike. Nuts. That's alright. Red does its mono red things. Almost had him. I definitely like something like Thrashing Brontodon. Taking out some of those enchantments, of course. Being a 3/4 body certainly is quite nice. It does deter a fair bit of aggression from him, but the Soulscar Mage 100% is pretty much the bane of my existence. The play with fire, lightning strike, skewer the critics, yeah, pretty painful mix. Possibly a touch slow, but last night I did face another mono red, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, and we did get it done. So it's not a complete loss, throwaway. Ooh, this is tempting. I know, it's runs away with games for sure. This would be very greedy to keep. Commune getting to a second land, and then crossing my fingers for a third one for Cultivate. Ugh. Okay, let's go nuts. Let's have fun. Risky. Very risky. Who would, in their right mind, keep a one-land hand with so much expensive stuff? Me. Third land. Oh, we got the third land. All right. Look at that, folks. You can keep a one-land hand and still get her done. But back-to-back mono red, it's looking like. This is very interesting. Goblins. Ooh. This is good stuff. All right. Bam. Cultivate 5. There we go. Speed. Speed and pain and suffering. Ultimate destruction. Good luck, goblins. Staring down Regisaur, Carnage. I like it. And I do like Anger of the Gods game 2. That's gotta do the trick. A double commune, man. I am going to feature this match because I need to highlight Dinos. One land is all you need. My goodness. But you saw there, Cultivate getting 2 lands got us to 5, where Topiary Stomper still would have only had us at 4. Oh, this is disgusting. Commune get a land for the turn. Eventually we'll be at 6. Slap the Regisaur down as well. Maximum aggression. I don't care that the Chain Whirler is going to block a token. That's okay. I don't think they have lethal, but you never know, we could be surprised. Maybe. Ember Hauler won't do it. Oh, no, don't do that. Yeah. Oh, we need to go Stomping Ground. Actually, no, I'll see if Commune grabs a mountain or something. Another Carnage? Yeah, I'll do that. Take the action. Play the Quartzwood. It's a good time. 5 for a 6/6 trample haste that makes more bodies. Anybody would love this scenario. Except the Goblin player. But luckily it seems they're only mono red, so certainly that's going to be quite nice. Gruul Goblins can be nasty. Rakdos Goblins. Giving Goblin Chain Whirler Death Touch with Call of the Death Dweller. Returning it from the graveyard to the battlefield. Chain Whirler pinging all our creatures. And because it has Death Touch, it's a one-sided board wipe. I've had that happen to me a couple times. Luckily it's only been a couple times, but that particular combo of a Death Touch Chain Whirler is... well, it does the trick. Doesn't matter what you have. Hopefully it's indestructible, but other than that, good luck. Kind of thinking I don't even need Carnage Tyrant. Maybe not even Chandra. Gotta cut somebody to make room for the sweeper. Yeah, you know what? I feel like a Domri. 1 Carnage Tyrant. Cut most of the Planeswalkers. Anger of the Gods absolutely is the best possible thing I could do against this variation of goblins. Hey, we made 1 land work. We can make 2. Unfortunately, it's not turn 1 green for Commune, but again, I don't really do much of anything on turn 2. So that's still quite a reasonable turn to use Commune if, you know, the source of green happens to be Rootbound Crag having to come into play tapped. Hopefully drawing a 4th land next turn again, eventually getting to 5 for the Topiary, but hopefully an Anger of the Gods soon, because oh boy, there we go. Phew. Possibly Painlands turn 1. I am looking forward to it. I do have 3 rare WOD cards. I might have 4 at this point. It's very tempting not to redeem them for the Carplucin Forest. See, this is a scariness. 1 anger. No anger. But I'm not angry because if we had played anger, they would be dead. Swept. Huh. Well, that's goblins for you, but certainly. Ah, man, I really want that Carplucin Forest. That would really help smooth things out. Just increase consistency. Push it over the edge and just be butter. Fantastic. Ooh, that's worse. I was hoping to see an Anger of the Gods. Hey, at the very least, I made a 1-land hand pop off. That's gotta be a strength. If that's not a strength, I don't know what is. Nobody is probably in their right mind seeing all this costly stuff and thinking, oh yeah, 1 forest, 1 commune, and a cultivate. Well, that should be okay. Yeah, decent. But you saw it. You know the potential now. Maybe if I get enough gold, I'm just gonna redeem my wild cards for the full playset of Carplusin. I'm just gonna call it Carpulsin, just because I've been calling it that for a decade now. Yes, absolutely. And technically, if you only tap them twice for that mana and then maybe use it for colorless the other turns, it is equivalent to a shockland. Even if you go to 3 times, similar to those dual-faced lands, of course, coming into play untapped for 3, and they're only 1 color, so it is even better because the pain lands are the 2 colors. It's not bad, it's very good. People see the 1 damage and then they don't compare it to the shock lands, I think, or maybe a lot of people don't compare the pain lands to the shock lands. They're like, oh, 1 damage, I'm not using that, but maybe they're newer players. Their eyes have not been opened yet. Okay, well, that's 2 lands. Cultivate, Topiary, cut the Quartzwood into Ripjaw for sure. Shatterskull could be nice, but well, I don't want to take 3. Yeah, a couple pain lands at least. Well, cross your fingers for that 3rd land. We got lucky game 1. Hopefully the luck continues. Forest or mountain. We only need 1 source of green, and we have it with Rockfall Vale there. Here goes nothing. Oh, they're winning. Ooh, nuts. Nuts. Wow. Running out of time. Explore is fantastic mana for 2. I think it's pretty decent for 3, maybe with the full suite of triomes. Wish I had that commune a little bit sooner. Ooh, kind of painful sending that anger to the bottom. Hopefully getting a replacement, but this may be too slow. Come on, another anger coming up. An anger next turn certainly would do it. I would expect they play maybe a Lord this turn, but certainly some more stuff, I feel. Big nasty stuff. They got the Skirk Prospector, so you know they can sacrifice other goblins, and anger I would like just to reset things. Next turn we're dead, probably because of Castle Embreth there. Oh boy. Probably dead. Yeah. Well, not quite, maybe. It has to be Ripjaw Raptor, though. We might go down to 1. It's either 1 or we're dead. We have to block the Ember Hauler there. If they play something with... well, we'll see. No, not too bad. Okay, we got a slim chance. A very, very slim chance. Another Prospector. Ooh, oh man, I was so wishing that was anger. Anger 1 time, yes. But it was not meant to be, unfortunately. Kind of makes me tempted to also bring in Sweltering Suns. But, you know, it is a lot of sweepers that deal 3 damage. That's alright though. Can't win them all. But you can make a 1-land hand work, and I will never forget that. I've done that a couple times because of Commune. Grabbing the 2nd land, sometimes it has been for Marauding Raptor or Otepic Huntmaster. Yes, Magma Quake, actually. I would like Magma Quake. I'll show you guys that for anybody that isn't familiar. That has been actually very sweet. Quake, yeah. Oh, that's how you spell it. Alright. Take a gander at that thing. 2 red X. Instant speed sweeper. That surprised opponents quite a few times. Quaking Dino, Dino Quake. That was 6 months ago, I think. I did a list featuring this card. Magma Quake deals X damage to each creature without flying, unfortunately, but hey, that certainly does it. Of course, when dinos like to barf lots of stuff on their turn, hasty, make them overextend, think they got us, but they do not, because then we just smoke them with this fantastic sweeper. Hopefully we get something like it, maybe a reprint to be Explorer legal. Currently, it's only legal in Historic, unfortunately. Maybe I'll just double check. Standard Alchemy, Explorer, no. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's only legal in Historic. But yeah, that would be enjoyable. Also, what is it? Heaven and Earth. Specifically, I wish Earth was also instant speed, similar to the Magma Quake. I don't know why it isn't instant speed. I guess flavor-wise, it kind of makes sense. Heaven, the meteorite, instant speed, X damage to each creature, and it only costs 1 green, so... Oh, and it hits Planeswalkers, yes. I do forget that sometimes. Man, that would... Storm's Wrath, yeah. Or does Magma Quake hit Planeswalkers too? I forget. I think... maybe Storm's Wrath could be on the agenda. Apostrophe. I always forget the apostrophe. Where is it? Right there. X damage, it's good stuff. Yeah, that's alright. It's all about sending a message, even if you don't deal anything. It does kill Topiary, yes, you always got to keep in mind. And Storm's Wrath in particular has been, well, kind of devastating. It kills Shifting Ceratops, but if basically the only thing that it kills is the Topiary, it still might be pretty good. Ripjaw Raptor, Quartzwood, charging, Regisaur Alpha, plus the token also died to Storm's Wrath, so maybe not, but there are quite a few things that have that 5 toughness or more, and Storm's Wrath is very devastating. I think that also would do the trick. That's something to keep in mind. Ooh, yeah. You know what? I'm going to whip up a Polyraptor list. Actually, I think I have it. And we'll look to pop off with Polyraptor. Nice special surprise before I leave you guys. If I still have it somewhere. Maybe I don't. Somewhere. It's gotta be. I swear I was just playing it recently. 2 Pono down. Let me know if you see it. Oh, 4 Funner. Featuring 4 Runner. And Polyraptor. That's gotta be it. No, that's not it. Well, I'm just going to delete Raging Swordtooth, fill that up with the Polyraptor, and yeah, we'll just go to town. Yeah, this is Splash Black, Crippling Fear. Oh, yes. Oh, man. That reminds me, I was actually thinking of Crippling Fear couple of days ago. Crip. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I think so. I really wish it would keep track of every single match you've played with a particular deck. I estimate combining online and offline over 4 years, it's got to be 8,000. Potentially it could be 10,000 games, not matches, but at least 10,000 games, I would figure. Hopefully that's the most. That would be pretty cool if it was, but I don't think too many people would have played more than that. But yeah, Crippling Fear is, well, maybe tomorrow I whip up a Frightful Dino, Scary Jund, Super Scary Jund. Oh man. There's lots of good stuff. Certainly having a sweeper, I mean, it doesn't deal damage, so you don't get the enrage triggers, but that's not bad because you just reduce everybody's power and toughness so much, I can just properly plow right through them. Super Reggie on the menu. Oh yes. Control Jund Dinos, Thoughtseize. Ooh, go blank as well. There's another discard, a black discard spell. Discard and get to it. Where? Nope, you scrolled too fast. Control yourself. I swear it's here somewhere. It costs 6. I not have a single copy. Oh, I don't even have a single copy of Thoughtseize. Ooh. If I played Jund more regularly, I would maybe redeem my wild cards, but if anything, those wild cards, I've got to go towards Karplusan Forest. Where is it? Somewhere here. 5, 6. This card. Huh. That's odd. Interesting. The rest works, yeah? Liliana. Yeah. I do love a reanimator. Thought Distortion. Yes. That's what... there it is. Man, that is pretty good. That would do the trick against just about anything. Of course, you don't want to see multiple copies. If they have one card in hand, it's not very good, but if they got a lot of nasty stuff, I've always wondered about that in a Jund Dino list, just to really mess them up, potentially. I mean, I do have 4 copies. It is uncommon. I don't know. It would be fun. It would be fun, but I think at the very least I will stick with Crippling Fear at some point. Yeah, definitely. Two on the sideboard. Yeah, I was seeing some lists. They definitely don't use the whole playset of that, but oh man, against control, yeah, that's whew. Okay, yeah, with the Jund Dino list, have 2 copies in the sideboard. Definitely makes sense to not have 4, but yeah, okay. It's settled. Jund Dinos, Crippling, Scary, Jund. It's going to be interesting. Some hexproof. Yeah, I could see that. I think Carnage Tyrant Usually Carnage Tyrant is enough for hexproof. Ooh, Necromentia as well. Yes. Hopefully I have a... Necromentia. Necro. Yes. Oh, I even have 3 copies. Good. Pablo, it's not the anniversary, but I was just thinking back that it's been 4 years. Actually, it's been 4.5 years roughly that I've been playing Dinos, and certainly seems like I've found a very fantastic mixture, and it's taken for, well, more than 4 years to kind of get to a point, really find the right mix and have lots of perspective based on all kinds of different variations that I've used. I can draw from a lot of experiences, mistakes, certainly that I've made, and I've played enough to really learn a thing or two, that's for sure. That's kind of why I put the 4 years in there. I should do something anniversary related at some point, I think. Something massive, a mega stream for sure. I will keep this great path into the future. I love it. Chatting with you guys, absolutely. I've mentioned it before, it makes this 100%. Viewers battle, yes. Watch along party, maybe reviewing my first video I ever posted. Free to play list. My first live stream, seeing how the first one has come up till now. I think that would be pretty interesting as well. Picking it apart, roasting myself. I've always been up for that, maybe at some point. A viewers battle though. Whoever wants to face Dinos, you know exactly what you're going to face, but I think it still would be interesting. What made me stream? I think it was Heaven or Draco, if you're watching right now or later on. It was a comment before I had 100 subscribers. I think I started streaming. Somebody said that it would increase my reach, get me in front of more eyeballs, help grow the channel, and they definitely wanted to see that happen, so I was all for it. And oh yes, numerous Dino builds. But yeah, it was just a comment, and it had always been my thought to stream at some point. Wanted to kind of keep it simple, making normal videos, 1 match per video sort of thing, and streaming definitely is the most efficient thing. My first videos, yes, Pablo, I remember that, one of my first subscribers. You were. I think it definitely sets me apart again. It's not for everybody. A lot of people say it's cute. I prefer deadly dinos to get her done and have some fun. Next year, Ixalan, hopefully. I mean, at this point, let's take a look. I got 53,000 gold so far. I have over a year to save up continually. It's got to be at least 350, but yes. I do remember you for getting that, Heaven. Heaven, Blue Baron, but Heaven also is a very good name. Yes, Pablo, it is coming back. I'll look up the announcement for you. Quick, I'll put it up in the chat there. Lost Caverns of Ixalan. Now it is only 1 set, 1 visit we're going back to, so we got to keep that in mind. They have to give a lot of love to pirates, vampires, and merfolk, so we may not get a whole lot of dinos, but I mean, of course, you could just Google it, but there it is, right there. The Lost Caverns of Ixalan. Oh my goodness. We're going to at least get a few dinos. It's gotta be guaranteed. The storyline says, we return to Ixalan, the plane packed with pirates and dinosaurs. Yes, please, let's go. I know, oh, man. Release date Q4 2023. My prediction that it mirrors Rivals of Ixalan, which I believe was released in January of that year. So I think it's probably going to be sometime in January 2023. It's a long ways away. Oh, excited. Dinos in standard probably aren't going to be too good. Again, we won't have maybe enough to really make the deck work, but cross your fingers. Oh, it is. It absolutely is. We got to be excited. We're going to get at least 2 dinos, I think. Actually, the music went away. Oh, I was looking up Lost Caverns of Ixalan stuff. Yeah, let's save these changes, pop off with Polyraptor, but it might not happen. I think we have to go into historic. Yeah, definitely with the snow thing. For funner, it is. It should be me. We got to get at least a Lord that costs 5. My prediction is it won't be a Lord that is more than 5. The max, that's what it's going to be. Maybe Neoform Polyraptor. I haven't really tried much with Neoform, but it's always been very interesting. The historic version of it is very nasty and scary, cheating out pretty much all their creatures, copying the first copy of Neoform, and then every creature they have come out copies the Neoform trigger, something like that. Yes, I think they're hopefully it's a non-legendary Dino Lord. Hey, who doesn't love breaking arena with oh, there we go. I don't know, it might be a little bit slow, but we got the Polyraptors at least. Well, it's not too slow because Island Forest from Call Time is actually typed, so pretty much the combo in hand. We'll see. I don't know if they got some nasty shenanigans going on with activated abilities. Hopefully it's fast enough, and hopefully I see a 3rd land at least. We shall see. Revitalize. That's not... Oh my goodness. Now the question is... Yeah, I'm going to go super rampy with double marauding and Ripjaw. I can't pass this up. You know, Forerunner would die. Oh well. I'll just play another marauding raptor. Oh man, infinite. Let's go. 3 marauding raptors. I think that's a Doomscar though. And my bet is that's a Doomscar. Well, this is going to be absolutely explosive. This might actually be lethal. I've done this a couple times. Not quite. Regisaur Alpha next turn. If only we had another mana, we could have played Regisaur Alpha. That would have won us. Oh, it's always scary. I jinxed myself. Not really. I figured that was probably what was going to happen. Hey, at least, you know, we got the 4th land. We got Forerunner. Hopefully he sticks around. Yeah, definitely grab the Ripjaw. Helping us draw more lands and stuff, but it might be rough. We got close. Got him down to 5. But you see the potential surprising explosiveness of marauding. Even if you got 2 out and they kill anything you play, powering up both maraudings you have might just be enough in a lot of cases. Making them both 6 power, both 8 power, 16 damage right there. Maybe have another creature out like Ripjaw, and you can have some very surprising lethal with 2 marauding raptors. It is very nice if you have charging Monstrosaur, of course, as well. Hopefully this Ripjaw, hey, it doesn't get countered. Good stuff. But charging Monstrosaur with 2 marauding raptors is also very nice. Being at that 5 toughness, surviving the 2 pings. Man, that's scary. But again, very susceptible to removal like we saw. Doomscar is good. 1 and 2 white. It's hard to top that. Huh. Well, I guess we'll just bounce them. Hey, Lair of the Hydra. There we go. It's something. We got to 5. We're getting closer to 8. One of these days, it's going to happen. You know what? I'm going to grab Marauding Raptor just because we could go that plus Ripjaw being at 5 lands. Dimir Dinos. Oh. I could maybe do it once. Lair, potentially for the win, hopefully. Hopefully no counter spells. Dimir would be rough. You'd have Tetzmock, Primal Death, I think it is. I'm pretty sure. Tetzmock and Rotting Regisaur is just about it. Defending with a negate. Oh, I've always wondered about that. I love negate, stopping, sweepers, all that nasty stuff. Tamer Dinos. I've always kind of liked Tamer Dinos, but if there is something blue colored that wants me to target a creature, I have been messed up one time too many. Not being able to target Shifting Ceratops because it has protection from blue. Maybe I want to bounce it to save it or something like that. And I haven't been able to do so. Quandrix Command, one of my favorite things to go when I am doing Tamer, but a couple times I've only had Shifting Ceratops. I can't target it to put counters on. I can't target it to Path of Peril. It's a perilous journey here. Yikes. Nuts. All 4 Polyraptors though. That's unexpected. Well, I mean, hopefully they run out of sweepers at some point. They really don't like creatures at all. This is game 1 and they're packing that much heat. Whew. I wish I had Heroic Intervention to give all permanents indestructible. But even that might not help. Doomscars and Path of Perils. Yikes. Oh yeah, I could see that. Naya with... I've always liked Mana Tithe, and it's... I think I have a couple copies, but effectively it would be completely free, because in Commander, I mean, Mana Tithe right now, I don't know what it's sitting at. I think at one point it was up to like $40 US, maybe 50. Something like that. I don't think we're ever busting through at this point. That's alright. Yeah, I'll keep it like that. Hopefully we get it. But yeah, Mana Tithe. Ooh. Oh man. Now I want to go Naya again. Jund, Naya. There's never enough time in the day to bring you guys some fantastic dino action. Eventually, one day, you know, start selling some merch. Maybe do a nice advertisement here or there. Of course, a product that I actually enjoy. That would certainly be a requirement, but full time. Eventually, it is coming, and it will come. Not as soon as I would like, but you're going to see multiple stuff. It's going to be fantastic. 5C Dinos Pablo, yes. Quite a few times. Historic is maybe the best just because of Ancient Ziggurat, going back to Conflux from Shards of Alara, so super old. But Ancient Ziggurat taps, it's a land and it taps for 1 mana of any color, but you can only use it to pay for a creature. Forsaken Road, yeah, that would do it. I think definitely if I was in Historic and it was super heavy in creatures, mutate creatures, the Apex Dinos, Ancient Ziggurat would probably be my pick. Man, that's my favorite. That's not going to do it. That's not going to do it. Well, I mean, it's Could be okay. Shifting Ceratops. We'll send the Ripjaw pack in. Gotta be at least one Highland. Hey, that's alright, Isaac. Good stuff. Thanks for joining me as long as possible. Do appreciate it. Secluded Courtyard and Unclaimed Territory. Absolutely. I have used those in the past when I've gone 5 color or even 3 color. Certainly Jund Dinos, helping cast Rotting Regisaur as consistently as possible. Very lovely stuff. Secluded Courtyard specifically is better than Unclaimed Territory just because I can use it for activated abilities of dinos. Usually that's always going to be Shifting Ceratops, tapping for a green to give it haste, trample, that sort of thing. If I had a choice between the two, certainly it would just be Secluded. I will try for Shifting. They likely have a Doomscar again. Could be saw it coming to counter something for 1 and a blue. But at the very least, you know, we're getting to 5 next turn. Either hasty... hey, they're scared. This is good. Alright, I'm just going to go Regisaur. Hope they don't have another sweeper. But we saw so many sweepers the previous game. Well. Cleansing Nova. Okay. We're not winning this one. I have a sneaky suspicion. Maybe. We might be able to take one game from them. But they got Cleansing Nova, Path of Peril, a Doomscar. That's alright. Yes, I do appreciate you, Pablo. Glad to see you here as well. Yeah, that's not happening. That's alright. Gave her a whirl. Not afraid to jump into ranked and try to get Polyraptor to pop off. One of these days, it's going to happen again. But I'll leave it there for now. Anybody else watching right now or later on, thank you. And remember, there's always room for improvement. Have a good night, evening, morning, afternoon, wherever it is you are watching from across the world, and hope to see you next time. Peace. Yes, have a good night as well.